Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Irish Senior Cup hockey final for women, live here from the National Hockey Stadium at UCD in Belfield. I'm Declan Hughes, and I'll be bringing you commentary of this game. The two teams involved are Catholic Institute, who will be playing in white and maroon, and Pembroke Wanderers, who will be playing in purple and black. And while we have this minute's silence, we'll be bringing you the teams. Starting for Pembroke Wanderers will be goalkeeper Emma Buckley, Leah Maguire, Amy Kay Trevor, Sinead Loughran, Emily Beattie, Orla Mackin, Ellen Curran, Rachel O'Brien, Izzy Delamere, Aisling Naughton, Gillian Pinder. And starting for Catholic Institute will be Pamela Smithick, Jenny Klein, Anna Horan, Michelle Barrett, Emer Ryan, Leah Cleary, Roisin Upton, Naomi Carroll and Christine O'Shea. Catholic Institute, of course, finished second in the regular season of the EYHL and were beaten in the final of the EY Champions Trophy last week 4-1 by the same opposition, Pembroke Wanderers. En route to this final, they beat UCD in the Cup semi-final. Pembroke Wanderers, of course, won the EY Champions Trophy and won the regular season of the EY League, finishing in first place. Pembroke Wanderers are coached by Gavin Groves, and the head coach of Catholic Institute is Dave Passmore, who is also in charge of the Ireland Under-21 team that performed at the Junior Cup recently in South Africa. So Sinead Loughran is about to get things underway here in the Irish Senior Cup final for Pembroke Wanderers. And we're underway here at Belfield. Back with Leah Maguire for Pembroke Wanderers. Sends an aerial down into Insta territory. It's gathered by Ciara Maloney. He's dispossessed by Rachel O'Brien. O'Brien down the right wing. Knocks it back to Ellen Curran. Curran inside the D. Sends it into the centre. And it's a free hit out to Catholic Institute. Our umpires today are Gillian Garrett at one end and Fiona at the other. We got the names to you as soon as we get them in full. Emer Ryan for Catholic Institute loses possession to Ewart. And it's back with Pembroke Wanderers. Aisling Naughton sending it for Sinead Loughran, but overhit. It's gone out over the end, and it will be a hit out to Catholic Institute. Institute now working with a slow build-up, using Ciara Maloney as release. It's gathered by Ellen Curran. Ellen Curran is dispossessed, but Orla Mackin wins the ball back for Pembroke. Leah Maguire. And it's back with Ellen Curran. Curran to Mackin. Mackin dispossessed by Laura Foley and was fouled in the process, and it's going to be a sideline hit to Pembroke, quickly taken. Ellen Curran. Curran coming forward into the Insta half, looking for Sinead Loughran. And finds Aisling Naughton coming into the D. Aisling Naughton's shot is deflected out, and that should be a long corner, or a 23-metre free if you prefer, to Pembroke Wanderers. And it looks like Gillian Pinder is willing to take it. Jill Pinder now with this 23-metre effort for Pembroke Wanderers. Sends it back to Curran. Ellen Curran. Ellen Curran now finds Mackin. Mackin sends it into the D. Looking for Rachel O'Brien, but the ball's gone out of play for another long corner, which will be taken this time by Ellen Curran. There's too many balls on the park, so they're going to have to get rid of one of them. Curran knocks it back to Maguire. Maguire out to Delamere with Emily Beattie. And Naomi Carroll comes away with it for Insta. To Emer Ryan. Emer Ryan to Ciara Maloney. And Roisin Upton is dispossessed there. Or she's won a free, I beg your pardon. She's won a free just inside the Pembroke half. It's with Ciara Maloney. Maloney to Michelle Barrett. But it's been collected by Ellen Curran, intercepted well. And she in turn has been dispossessed by Christine O'Shea. And she in turn has been dispossessed by Orla Mackin. Mackin surrounded by 3 Insta players and still manages to come away with the ball. But has won herself a free hit in on the sideline. Orla Mackin with the sideline hit. Back with Pembroke. Looking for Emily Beattie. Emily Beattie has won a free hit. Taking it quickly. It's with Sinead Loughran, but it's just gone too far ahead of her. And Roisin Upton takes up the mantle for Insta. Upton to Anna Horan. Back with Upton again. Upton back to Anna Horan. Aisling Naughton sniping at her heels there. Can't dispossess her. Back with Upton again. Upton just on halfway sends an aerial down in the direction of Hannah Kelly. Hannah Kelly sends it into the D, and it's just gone right across and out of play. It'll be a sideline hit to Pembroke Wanderers to be taken by Ellen Curran. Ellen Curran, nice bit of hurling there from Ellen Curran. Sends a long pass, intending it for Rachel O'Brien, just given a bit too much zest, I should say, and it'll be a free hit out now for Catholic Institute in the shape of Christine O'Shea. Still in the first quarter here. About 6 minutes gone. And the ball is with Emily Beattie. Beattie sends it back and it's gone into the area.
Let's go, let's go!
And back again with Ellen Curran now, coming again. Finds Sinead Loughran inside the D. She sends it across the goal mouth and it's gone out, and it'll be a free hit out to Catholic Institute. Pembroke enjoying a lot of possession in this first quarter. Very few clear-cut opportunities, however. Ciara Maloney. Ciara Maloney has left it for Roisin Upton. Upton sends an aerial cross field looking for Naomi Carroll, but it's collected by Michelle Barrett, and she in turn is dispossessed by Orla Mackin, and it's a hit out to Pembroke Wanderers, who come quickly up the field. Pinder on halfway. Pinder has 2 options inside the box. And Naomi Carroll comes away with the ball for Insta. Challenged by Amy K. Trevor. Carroll still in possession, dispossessed by Emily Beattie there, and it'll be a free to Pembroke. Emily Beattie now approaching halfway. Beattie finds McCready. McCready now for Pembroke. And that should be, at the very least, a free hit to Pembroke. Just outside the D. McCready hits it back to Orla Mackin. Horan comes away with it now for Institute. Finds Carroll. Carroll sends it up the field to Elizabeth Ryan. Ryan looking for support. Finds it in the form of Even Burke, but she loses possession. It's back now with Roisin Upton for Insta. Upton finds Brian. Back with Upton again. Back with Ryan. Elizabeth Ryan looking for a teammate inside the D. And it almost fell for one. And Laura Foley's efforts to regain possession were a little bit over enthusiastic, and it's a free hit out to Pembroke Wanderers. Score remains 0-0 in this first quarter. Amy K. Trevor sends it out to Ellen Curran. Curran just on halfway. Curran still in possession. What a run by Curran. Deep into the 23 metre zone of Pembroke and of Institute, and she has fouled the ball in some shape or form and is now a free out. Roisin Upton coming away with the ball now for Institute. Into the Pembroke half. Inside the 23 metre zone in the shape of Leah Cleary. Cleary has won herself a free just outside the D for Catholic Institute. Cleary now with the free. Standing over it now with Roisin Upton. Cleary's dispossessed. Lovely play there by Pinder. Pembroke come away with the ball now. And it's another free to Pembroke. Pinder launches an aerial. Looking for Sally Campbell. And Sally Campbell was fouled. It'll be a free to Pembroke Wanderers. Campbell takes it herself. Campbell sends it in the direction of Martha McCready. Insta come away with it in the shape of Anna Horan. Horan now in possession for Institute. It's with Ali Griffin. And Ali Griffin has been penalised. It will be a free hit to Catholic Institute. This free now for Catholic Institute will be taken by Anna Horan. And she sends it sideways to Christine O'Shea. O'Shea looking for Jenny Klein on the left wing, but it was overhit, went out of play, and it'll be a sideline hit to Pembroke Wanderers to be taken by Orla Mackin. Beattie has won herself another sideline hit. This time it's inside the Institute half, and it'll be taken by Orla Mackin. Orla hits a long aerial down to Sally Campbell. Campbell again. Dispossessed by Roisin Upton. Upton hits halfway, looking for support, and finds it in the form of Laura Foley, but the ball ran too far ahead of Laura Foley. It'll be a sideline hit for Pembroke Wanderers to be taken by Orla Mackin. Mackin to Emily Beattie. Beattie was dispossessed. Unfairly says the umpire, but wasn't happy with where it was being taken. Not happy with where it was taken, so it has to be taken inside the Pembroke half. So it's going to go back to Orla Mackin again. Hello. Mackin taking the free. Finds Ewart on the left hand side, finds Trevor. But Institute come away with the ball in the form of Michelle Barrett. Barrett. And it's back out here on the left hand side. O'Shea finds Michelle Barrett. And the ball has gone out of play. It will be a sideline hit to Catholic Institute just inside the Pembroke half. She launches an aerial, but it's well read by the Pembroke defence. and it'll be a hit out to Pembroke. To Mackin. Back again. Looking for Emily Beattie. It was overhit. Ashley Naughton is trying to win back possession for Pembroke. And Beattie did so illegally, according to the umpire. And it's going to be taken now by Ciara Maloney. Ciara Maloney sends it forward to Naomi Carroll. Carroll on the outside of the D. Dispossessed by Orla Mackin. Some great defending there from Orla Mackin today. And the ball is gone wide. And it'll be a hit out for Pembroke Wanderers. Izzy Delamere. Izzy, of course, a former student of Trinity College. And there's a lot of ex-students out there on the field for Pembroke today. There's at least half a dozen, if not 7, from UCD on Pembroke. And there's a couple of former students and indeed a former UCD player lining up for Catholic Institute in the shape of Pamela Smithick. So these players are all familiar with these surroundings. Anna Horan now for leaves it for Maureen Scanlon. And Maureen Scanlon has conceded possession. It's a sideline hit. And Ellen Curran has made great progress up that left flank. She's going to have to pass it now at this point. She's hit the byline. And she's found Ali Griffin. Griffin knocks it back to Amy K. Trevor. Trevor sends it into the D. It took a deflection there from a Pembroke and a Catholic Institute stick, and it's going to be a 23-metre hit for Pembroke Wanderers. Orla Mackin is going to take that for Pembroke Wanderers. Ali Griffin now for Pembroke Wanderers, trying to get inside the D. There's 2 Institute players between her and the D. She gets past the 2 of them. But she runs into the brick wall that is Maureen Scanlon, and it'll be a free to Catholic Institute. Orla Mackin. Surrounded by 2 Institute players and manages to win a free. Mackin again. Mackin again. Inside the D. Finds Loughran. The ball came back, I thought, off a foot, but the umpire didn't see it, so we play on. Elizabeth Ryan wins a free. Ali Griffin has regained possession, but the second umpire, Gillian Garrett, says that's illegal, and we move on. Roisin Upton will take this free just inside the Pembroke half. Knocks it back to Christine O'Shea. Back with Upton and back to O'Shea. O'Shea. Dispossessed by Delamere. Delamere finds Naughton. Rachel O'Brien is an option now for Naughton. And it's a free to Pembroke. Back to Amy K. Trevor. And Rachel O'Brien fouled the ball in some shape or form there, and it's a hit out now to Catholic Institute. O'Shea to Upton. Back to O'Shea. Michelle Barrett now, midway through her own half, looking for support, and manages to get the ball to Aoife Hickey. Aoife Hickey in turn manages to get the ball to Hannah Kelly, and she's found Naomi Carroll. Naomi Carroll inside the D with a shot, and it's in the net. And the last touch came off. The last touch came off the player that's approaching the camera now, and we'll give you her name as soon as we can see her number. Yes, that was a goal for Aoife Hickey. Institute leading by a goal to nil. Has to be said, somewhat against the run of play. Pembroke have totally dominated possession in this game. And Institute have managed a few breakaways to their credit, but that's a tremendous goal and gives them something to hang on to. Amy Kate Trevor not able to keep that in play. She's a bit of a national treasure, all right, but her name is Trevor. And that is the end of the first quarter. And after a short break, we will have the second quarter for you. Mackin finds Beattie, dispossessed by Even Burke. Carroll managed to keep that in play, finding Upton. Both Carroll and Upton are key to Catholic Institute's ambitions today, the two international players in the Catholic Institute setup. And indeed, two of the most experienced players on the park for Institute. Emma Ryan in possession now for the Limerick ladies. Christine O'Shea. O'Shea knocks it back to Emma Ryan. Ryan finds Michelle Barrett. Barrett into the Pembroke half, looking for a teammate inside the 23-metre line, but it's intercepted by Pembroke Wanderers. Beattie coming away with it now. Emily Beattie, of course, a member of that World Cup silver medal winning squad, played in the final. Orla Mackin. And finds McCready out on the left. McCready slips it inside. Let's go. And away comes Carroll. Naomi Carroll wins a sideline hit for Catholic Institute, which will be taken by Hannah Kelly. Too deep, Michelle. She leaves it for Anna Horan. Anna Horan finds Leah Ewart Maguire. A rock at the heart of the Pembroke Wanderers defence. Maguire again. And the ball's gone out of play. It'll be a sideline hit to Catholic Institute. Michelle Barrett for Institute to Christine O'Shea. O'Shea sends a long pass in the direction of Leah Cleary, but it was hit with a little bit too much va-va-voom and has gone out for a hit out to Pembroke Wanderers. Emily Beattie now for Wanderers. Sends it to Pinder. Pinder just over the halfway line into the Insta half. Looking for Sally Campbell, and Sally Campbell's shot just sailed over the bar. A real chance there for Pembroke Wanderers, and worth an effort, shall we say, by Sally Campbell for sure. Christine O'Shea with the hit out now for Catholic Institute. Finds Michelle Barrett. Looking for Upton just outside the 23-metre line. Upton trying to protect the ball, and it goes out of play. Off a Pembroke stick, and will be a hit out, or a sideline hit for Roisin Upton. Upton to Anna Horan. And it's come across now for Christine O'Shea to take it over the halfway line. O'Shea trying to find Ciara Maloney, but instead finds Laura Foley. But as long as it goes to somebody in the correct shirt, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Laura Foley now with the free hit for Institute. Just outside the D. Foley cuts inside the D. And that results in a 23-metre hit, which used to be a long corner. Roisin Upton to take this where the umpire is satisfied that it should be taken from. Back to O'Shea. O'Shea challenged by Ellen Curran. And Curran managed to get a stick on it, but it still manages to find its intended target. Michelle Barrett. Barrett sends it into the D. Carroll turns and fires. And it just goes past Emma Buckley's left hand upright and wide. It'll be a hit out now for Pembroke Wanderers. Pembroke Wanderers have the lion's share possession, the lion's share of the chances, and find themselves 1-0 down. The only goal of the game coming from Aoife Hickey in the 15th minute. Ciara Maloney with the sideline hit. Maloney to Emma Ryan. Ryan dispossessed by Curran. Curran dispossessed by Naomi Carroll. Naomi Carroll for Inst. And she's managed to get a free hit on the edge of the D. Naomi Carroll with the free hit. Sends it goalward. Buckley manages to kick clear. Carroll regains possession, fires a shot just over the bar. It'll be a hit out to Pembroke Wanderers. And Rachel O'Brien has entered the fray. And Aisling Naughton will be the next one up for Pembroke Wanderers. In the meantime, Mackin coming away with the ball on the field. Martha McCready. And Rachel O'Brien has managed to win a free hit just outside the area. Just outside the D. Orla Mackin now with the free. Gillian Pinder. And her effort across the goal found Loughran, but Loughran's challenge was deemed to be somewhat illegal, and there's a hit out to Catholic Institute to be taken by Christine O'Shea. Roisin Upton now for Insta with Naomi Carroll. Hannah Kelly. And there's a clash there. Amy Kate Trevor and Elizabeth Ryan both hit the deck, but a free was awarded to Insta. Insta come away with it now. Izzy Delamere. Emily Beattie. Ellen Curran. Pembroke on halfway now in the shape of Ellen Curran. Curran into the 23-metre zone. looking for a teammate, intercepted by Christine O'Shea. Ellen Curran trying to win the ball back. Ellen Curran trying to do so illegally, and it's a free hit to Christine O'Shea. Roisin Upton now for Catholic Institute. And the ball has gone over the sideline. We're in Scanlon for Catholic Institute. Sends a shot across the face of the goal. There was nobody in an Institute jersey available to add the missing touch necessary, and it's going to be a hit out to Pembroke Wanderers on the sideline to be taken by Amy Kay Trevor. And she has won another sideline hit a little bit further up the field, which she will take herself. Amy Kay Trevor with the sideline hit for Pembroke Wanderers. Izzy Delamere. Delamere to Trevor. Trevor sends it long in the direction of Rachel O'Brien, but it's been hit with a bit too much oomph and has gone out over the edge of the end line, and it'll be a hit out to Catholic Institute. Christine O'Shea will do the honours. No, she's leaving it behind.
Go wide, Emma! Go wide, Emma! There it is, I use it! Push back, full speed!
O'Shea's the recipient instead of the proponent, I should say. It's gone out over the sideline for a hit, sideline hit to Pembroke Wanderers, and Orla Mackin has just won another one. And this time it'll be taken just shy of the 23-metre line. Mackin back to Maguire. Over to Izzy Delamere. Delamere dispossessed. Pinder recovers. Pinder to Trevor. Hannah Kelly comes away with it. But Ali Griffin recovers possession for Pembroke Wanderers, finds Aisling Naughton. Naughton inside the D. And Naughton has done something illegal there apparently, and it's a free hit out to Catholic Institute. Christine O'Shea with the hit out for Catholic Institute. Anna Horan under pressure from her opposite number. It's with Michelle Barrett. Barrett comes away over the 23-metre line with the ball and finds Hannah Kelly just inside her own half. Jenny Klein takes it over halfway. Jenny Klein in turn dispossessed by Amy Kay Trevor. Illegally, says the umpire, and it will be a free hit to Catholic Institute. Christine O'Shea for Institute. Under pressure from Rachel O'Brien, and she wins herself a free hit. Back with Upton. Upton to Michelle Barrett. Michelle Barrett now for Catholic Institute. Barrett sends it back to Roisin Upton. Upton finds Christine O'Shea. Back to Upton. Roisin Upton to Michelle O'Shea. Christine O'Shea, beg your pardon. And Sinead Loughran trying to win possession back for Pembroke, but doesn't succeed despite her best efforts. We're in Scanlon. And a shot there from Hannah Kelly, kicked clear by goalkeeper Emma Buckley, and it'll be a hit out to Pembroke Wanderers. Sinead Loughran has won herself a sideline hit and appears to be injured. And she may require some attention. And we hope it's nothing serious. She's back to her feet, which is good to see. She's going to get some attention now that she has removed herself from the field of play. And Mackin will take the free hit for Pembroke Wanderers. A mini aerial there intercepted by Aoife Hickey. Aoife Hickey, who of course got the last touch on the goal in the 15th minute, which put Catholic Institute 1-0 ahead. Ciara Maloney. Roisin Upton. And Sally Campbell has won a free for Pembroke Wanderers. And Emily Beattie, Sally Campbell, inside the D, Roisin Upton, and Institute come away with it again. Orla Macklin with a superb interception, but that in turn is taken up by Jenny Klein for Insta. And she finds Laura Foley. Back to Klein. Klein, deep in the 23-metre zone, has won a sideline hit for Catholic Institute. If you're just joining us, we're in the second quarter of the Irish Senior Women's Cup final. Catholic Institute lead Pembroke Wanderers by 1-0. The goal coming in the 15th minute, and Aoife Hickey got the final touch on it just in front of the goal. Tori Wensley comes away with the ball for Pembroke, dispossessed. And an Institute player has gone down injured. Play goes on through the form of Emily Beattie. Emily Beattie finds Leah Ewart. Smithy comes off her line to kick clear. And that Institute player is still not 100%. She's still down. Just back on her feet now. And that sounds like... she might be getting some attention. The umpire has stopped play so that we can check to see is... And Christine O'Shea is going to come off the field of play to get a bit of attention. And the rotating substitutions will take place. And Institute are back up to the full complement of players. Leah Maguire now tidying up for Pembroke. With Izzy Delamere. Delamere finds Beattie. Beattie has to regain possession. Beattie sends it out wide to Trevor. Trevor finds Ali Griffin. Ali Griffin for Pembroke Wanderers up the left wing. Has a bit of support. And wins herself a free hit, which Amy Kay Trevor will take just inside the 23-metre line. Nice bit of play there from Pembroke Wanderers, but unfortunately no end product, and so it'll be a free hit out, or a hit out to Catholic Institute. Catholic Institute still lead by 1-0. That goal coming in the 15th minute of the first quarter in the shape of Ali Griffin. Leah Cleary has just kept that in play but lost possession. Carroll takes it up again for Institute. Carroll cutting inside the D. And it's a second goal, but it's disallowed. Despite the connection by Elizabeth Ryan, it's been disallowed. Score remains 1-0. Ellen Currant, Orla Mackin. Mackin looking for a teammate inside the D, only managed to find an Insta player. Insta come away with it in the form of Elizabeth Ryan. Ryan slips inside to Emma Ryan, but she's fouled. And Ali Griffin comes away with the ball for Pembroke. But Tori Wensley won't get on the end of that. And it's a sideline hit for Catholic Institute. Muireann Scanlon looks like she's going to take that sideline hit for Catholic Institute. No, she's leaving it for Roisin Upton. Emily Beattie wins it for Pembroke Wanderers. Finds Naughton in the D. And that shot goes narrowly wide. Ashley Naughton, a prolific goal scorer for Pembroke Wanderers, came very close that time. But unfortunately for Pembroke, not close enough. Evie Burke wondering why the action's been called away. It's a long corner for Pembroke Wanderers to be taken by Gillian Pinder. Gillian Pinder, another member of the World Cup silver mooting squad from 2018. Sally Campbell hits it goalward. It took a deflection, and it'll be another long corner. Jill Pinder's long corner. She's leaving it for Orla Mackin. Orla Mackin finds Emily Beattie. Beattie finds Tori Wensley inside the area, and it'll be a short corner for Pembroke Wanderers. As I recall, this is the first short corner of the afternoon. And if there are any of you who are watching this for the first time, the short corner is the most important set piece in the game of hockey. But the rest of you already knew that. And Aisling Naughton is going to inject the ball. And it looks like Martha McCready is going to stop it. So the drag flick, it's going to be interesting to see who takes the drag flick. Jill Pinder is actually going to stop the ball. Naughton with the penalty corner. Oh, very clever. Finds Trevor. And Trevor has just shot wide.
Last minute, manage the ball.
So first penalty corner of the game in the second last minute of the first half, or indeed the second quarter. And score remains
Be available.
Pembroke Wanderers 0, Catholic Institute 1. Pinder.
Keep running with her, Amy. Keep running with her.
Pinder finds Martha McCready. Martha McCready finds a teammate inside the area in the shape of Tori Wensley, but Institute managed to clear their lines, sort of. Naomi Carroll coming away with the ball, and that hooter indicates that it's half time, and we'll be back with you with second half commentary very, very soon. Welcome back to our coverage of the Irish Senior Women's Cup final between Pembroke Wanderers and Catholic Institute. If you're just joining us, the only goal of the game so far came in the 15th minute, where Naomi Carroll's cross was finished to the net by Aoife Hickey, and it is now 1-0 for Catholic Institute, even though Pembroke Wanderers probably had the lion's share of possession and the lion's share of chances. There's only been one penalty corner so far in the game, and that fell to Pembroke Wanderers but produced no result. Pembroke Wanderers will be hoping for a better return from their penalty corner counts in the second half. We're just about to start the third quarter.
Possession 58% Institute, 42 Pembroke.
I've been corrected. It's more possession for Catholic Institute, and I'm very, very grateful to the coaching staff of Pembroke Wanderers for putting me straight. Sorry, Catholic Institute, sorry. Upton now for Catholic Institute. And Foley has won a sideline hit, which she took herself. Maguire comes away with the ball for Pembroke Wanderers. Maguire on halfway, dispossessed in the shape of Ciara Maloney. Maloney up the left wing, finds Carroll. Carroll with some lovely camogie skills there, but unfortunately the umpire deems that to have been illegal, and it will be a hit out to Pembroke Wanderers. Roisin Upton regaining possession for Institute. Carroll has it now inside the D. Maguire comes away with the ball for Pembroke Wanderers. Sinead Loughran now for Wanderers. Loughran approaching halfway. Loughran has some options up front and was trying to find Rachel O'Brien, but she's won herself a sideline hit, which will be taken by Amy K. Trevor. Trevor now with the sideline hit for Pembroke Wanderers finds Maguire. Maguire sends it out to the right wing, where it'll be taken up by Izzy Delamere. Delamere finds Orla Mackin, and it will now be a hit out to Catholic Institute. Upton. Pembroke come away with the ball in the form of Delamere, who loses possession as I say that. Dima Ryan finds Naomi Carroll. Naomi Carroll slips it back to Upton. Upton finds Carroll inside the D. Carroll's shot cleared by Emma Buckley, and it will be a long corner 23-metre hit for Roisin Upton and Catholic Institute. Michelle Barrett has options ahead of her, behind her, and inside the D. Michelle Barrett is looking for a better option and manages to commit an infringement, and it'll be... And Trevor has hit that quickly and found Emily Beattie. Beattie sends it across field to Jill Pinder. Pinder for Pembroke Wanderers. For Orla Mackin. Mackin to Aisling Naughton. Naughton near the end line finds Sinead Loughran, and it's going to be a hit out to Catholic Institute. Institute come away with the ball now. Emma Ryan finds Christine O'Shea, dispossessed by Amy K. Trevor. And it's gone out over the sideline. It'll be a sideline hit to Pembroke Wanderers and Amy K. Trevor. Wanderers Trevor finds Maguire, who finds Mackin out on the right, but Mackin can't keep it in play, and it's going to be a sideline hit to Catholic Institute, which Roisin Upton is going to take. Upton with the sideline hit. Finds Naomi Carroll. Naomi Carroll has been dispossessed by Orla Mackin, illegally, says the umpire, and it will be a hit to Catholic Institute. Roisin Upton with the free hit for Institute. Finds Emma Ryan, who sends it out here to Anna Horan. Horan finds O'Shea. O'Shea sends it goalward. Hannah Kelly ricocheted around in there. Pinder comes away with it for Pembroke Wanderers. Gathered by Emma Ryan for Institute, who finds Roisin Upton. Upton sends it over halfway. It's out on the left wing with Carroll now. Naomi Carroll, Ireland international, looking for some options to pass to, and she's dispossessed by Ellen Curran, herself an Ireland international for Pembroke Wanderers. Pembroke Wanderers now on the attack in the shape of Aisling Naughton just over the 23-metre line, and she's dispossessed by Upton just as I name check her. Upton with a free hit. Ball is back with Orla Mackin for Pembroke Wanderers. And it'll be a free hit to Pembroke Wanderers. Mackin sends an aerial in the direction of Aisling Naughton. Naughton inside the 23-metre line. Looking for a colleague inside the D. The ball has run out of play. And it looks like it'll be a hit to Pembroke Wanderers to be taken by Emily Beattie. Beattie finds Rachel O'Brien. And the ball goes out over the sideline again. This time for Pembroke Wanderers yet again. Emily Beattie with the sideline hit. She finds Amy Kay Trevor. Trevor sends it into the D, but Catholic Institute cleared their lines. The ball bobbles around and finds Carroll just on the 23-metre line. Carroll knocks it back. Amy Kay Trevor jostling for possession with her. Hannah Kelly tidies up, but at the expense of a sideline hit to Pembroke Wanderers. Amy Kay Trevor now for Pembroke Wanderers. And Michelle Scanlon has won herself a free hit inside the 23-metre line. And a very good challenge there by Izzy Delamere. And it'll be a free hit to Institute from the sideline. Roisin Upton for Catholic Institute has won another free hit. She gets the ball inside the D, and despite the fact that it looked like it went off a Pembroke Wanderers stick, it did actually go off a Pembroke Wanderers stick. It'll be a 23-metre hit to Catholic Institute to be taken by Anna Horan. Anna Horan looking for a colleague, and while she got a touch on it inside the area, it went past the post and will be a hit out to Pembroke Wanderers. Pembroke Wanderers still trail by a 1-0. Catholic Institute have been extremely much on the front foot in this quarter. And the ball gone across the face of Pembroke Wanderers' goal. Pinder will take it away over the 23-metre line, over the halfway line. And it's dispossessed by Roisin Upton. Pinder again intercepts. Pinder taking it over the 23-metre line, and again it's intercepted. It was won back by Martha McCready, but at the expense of a free hit to Catholic Institute. Institute coming out of defence, looking for Even Burke. Dispossessed by Leah Maguire. And the ball has gone over the sideline for a sideline hit to Catholic Institute, to be taken by Ciara Maloney. She's leaving it for Roisin Upton, and why wouldn't she? Roisin Upton finds Maloney. Maloney dispossessed by Ellen Curran. Curran finds Campbell. Campbell sends it into the D, and that ball bounced off the stick of the defender and was too high and too dangerous, so it'll be a free hit out to Catholic Institute. Roisin Upton will clear her lines. She was looking for Jenny Klein, and Jenny Klein regained possession despite losing it. Back with Klein again, but Upton dispossessed by Pinder. And it is a free hit to Catholic Institute taken by Roisin Upton. Institute on the march. Klein dispossessed by Ali Griffin. Griffin with the free hit finds Martha McCready. McCready finds Amy K. Trevor. Orla Mackin. Mackin dispossessed by Naomi Carroll, and it'll be a sideline hit to Catholic Institute. In the third quarter, still 1-0 to Catholic Institute over Pembroke Wanderers. Roisin Upton with the free hit. Just on halfway, sends an aerial. Looking for and successfully finding Anna Horan out on the right wing. Horan's cross cut out by Maguire. And a lovely bit of play there by Martha McCready coming away with the ball for Pembroke Wanderers just over halfway. Finds Sally Campbell. Campbell trying to get inside the D. Dispossessed by Catholic Institute's stalwart defender. Leah Cleary coming away with the ball now, finding Naomi Carroll. Carroll over halfway. Carroll heading out towards the left. Carroll cutting inside. Looking for and finding Jenny Klein. Pembroke come away with the ball. Sally Campbell. Ezzy Delamere. Jill Pinder. Pinder inside the Institute 23. Well, she is now. Dispossessed. Ellen Curran for Pembroke. Finding Pinder. Pinder inside the D. And that shot has taken a deflection behind the goal and will be a 23-metre hit. Which, of course, is a long corner in old money. And it's a hit out for Pembroke Wanderers. Apparently there must have been some kind of infringement, but anyway. Institute come away with the ball. Roisin Upton finds Emma Ryan. Emma Ryan's shot partially blocked by Emily Beattie, but still manages to find Upton, who's dispossessed by Ali Griffin. Upton comes away with the ball again. Amy K. Trevor manages to dispossess her opponent. It falls back into the path of Emma Ryan, who tidies up for Institute. Ryan finds O'Shea. O'Shea finds Upton. Upton has options to her right, and that's the one she uses, but unfortunately for Anna Horan, it goes out over the sideline. Sideline hit for Pembroke Wanderers, to be taken by Amy K. Trevor. Trevor, back to Maguire. Maguire finds Trevor. Trevor finds Griffin. Emma Ryan came away with it there for Institute. Hannah Kelly loses out to Amy K. Trevor. And Trevor only manages to find Institute's Michelle Barrett, but it's a free hit now to Pembroke Wanderers. Nocton inside the D now. Nocton looking for a teammate, and it's a hit out to Catholic Institute. Owing to the seating behind the goal not being fully open, we've a restricted crowd here for today's Irish Senior Cup final. But it's a nice crowd, but probably less than what you'd expect for a Senior Cup final, given the seating restrictions. And the ball's gone out of play, despite Nocton's best efforts there. So it'll be a hit out to Catholic Institute. Away comes Naomi Carroll for Institute with the ball. Naomi Carroll, dispossessed by Mackin. Roisin Upton regains possession for Institute. Finds Carroll. Carroll finds Emma Ryan. Emma Ryan hits it out to the right wing. Anna Horan sends a long-range effort from outside the D to the right and wide of the goal. Leah Maguire with the hit out for Pembroke. Izzy Delamere loses out to Naomi Carroll for Institute. Carroll has conceded a sideline hit. Finds Upton. Upton down the left. Elizabeth Ryan inside the D, and that shot went agonisingly wide of the goal. It was deflected for a 23-metre hit, which Catholic Institute will take in the form of Emma Ryan. Emma Ryan back to Michelle Barrett. Barrett knocks it back to O'Shea. O'Shea sends it up the left. Elizabeth Ryan for Institute. Slips it inside to Muireann Scanlon. The umpire is not happy with that, and it's a free hit out to Pembroke Wanderers. Orla Mackin will take it. Finds Emily Beattie. Beattie was looking for Griffin. It went off a Institute stick and will be a sideline hit to Pembroke Wanderers. And Catholic Institute have regained possession. It'll be another sideline hit to them. They're leaving it for Roisin Upton to take. Roisin Upton has Scanlon to her left, has Carroll just ahead of her. Carroll is the option she chooses. Back with Upton. Upton sends it up the field. Hannah Kelly finds Carroll. Naomi Carroll inside the area. Has a great shot blocked by the pads of goalkeeper Emma Buckley. Rachel O'Brien manages to clear the lines with the assistance of Izzy Delamere. Emily Beattie cutting inside the 23-metre line for Pembroke, trying to get inside the D. She was fouled outside the area. It'll be a free hit just outside the D. Jill Pinder with the free hit now for Pembroke Wanderers. Cutting inside the D, trying to cut inside the D. And it's amounted to nothing, unfortunately. It'll be a hit out now to Catholic Institute. Catholic Institute weathering this storm extremely well here and hanging on to that goal lead. And that's the end of the third quarter. And the score remains Pembroke Wanderers 0, Catholic Institute 1. Catholic Institute had a lot of possession in that quarter and a lot of chances. Now, Gavin Groves and his team have 17 and a half minutes or 15 plus stoppages, whichever you prefer, to sort this situation out. Can they do so? Or are we going to see a new name on the cup? A first-time winner? That's the prospect that lies ahead of you in quarter four. My name's Declan Hughes. I've been bringing you commentary of this for Hockey Ireland. Don't forget you can get all your hockey news every Sunday on my radio show On The Ball, available on 103.2 Dublin City FM during the in the city and county of Dublin, and on www.dublincityfm.ie, streaming live every Sunday from 3. We usually have hockey from 4:30. So if you want to get a summary of the last 10 days hockey news, tune in tomorrow, either online on www.dublincityfm.ie or if you're in the city and county of Dublin on 103.2 Dublin City FM. We're delighted to bring you hockey coverage every week on the radio show. And when asked to do so, we're delighted to provide commentary for live streaming for Hockey Ireland. And it's a great honour and indeed privilege to be with you this afternoon. The players are back on the field for the fourth and final quarter of this Irish Senior Women's Cup Final 2022. We, of course, didn't have a cup final in 2021 due to COVID. So it's great to see such a large, enthusiastic, vocal crowd for a cup final back in our national stadium here in Belfield. What an occasion. And we've the men's cup final to come. As I said, there'll be a different commentary team on that one for you. And I'm sure you'll enjoy that game too between Monkstown and Lisnagarvey. Leah Cleary to get things underway for quarter four. Roisin Upton with an aerial. Looking for Naomi Carroll. Naomi Carroll showing her camogie skills. Cross into the D. Cut out by Mackin. Curran tries to clear her lines. Does so with a bit of help from Ciara Mulroney. Ciara Mulroney dispossessed by Even Burke. Burke to Bella Murphy. Murphy to Roisin Upton. Back to Murphy. Bella Murphy regains possession from Jelly Klein to Naomi Carroll. Naomi Carroll inside the D, looking for a teammate, taken off her stick by Ellen Curran brilliantly there. Great piece of defending from the Pembroke Wanderer. Ellen Curran approaching halfway, looking for Tori Wensley. Wensley finds Martha McCready, and that ball's gone over the sideline. Upton with the sideline ball for Catholic Institute. Sends it back across the face of a goal to O'Shea. O'Shea looking for options out to her left. And there's plenty of them. But Ellen Curran regains possession for Pembroke Wanderers and ends up on her belly on the playing surface there at halfway. It was a foul, says the umpire. Pinder takes the free hit. Maguire finds Trevor. Amy K. Trevor now for Pembroke Wanderers. Leah Maguire to Jill Pinder. Pinder back to Maguire. Maguire has options to her left and to her right, and she takes the one to her right, which is Jill Pinder. Pinder back to Maguire. Maguire to Amy K. Trevor. Trevor sends it into the D, and unfortunately it goes behind the goal and wide, and it will be a hit out for Catholic Institute. Michelle Barrett with the clearance. And Catholic Institute come up the left wing. Oh, some great work here from Catholic Institute. Ciara Maloney, dispossessed. Tori Wensley. Ellen Curran. Ciara Mulroney. Ellen Curran for Pembroke Wanderers. Ellen Curran with the free hit. Dispossessed on the edge of the D. She was looking for a free hit, didn't get it. Gone the other way. Catholic Institute have a free hit now inside their own half, which Roisin Upton will take. Just inside their own 23-metre line. And it's gone out of the sideline for another free hit on the sideline to Catholic Institute to be taken by Roisin Upton. Upton with the aerial. Finds Bella Murphy, but she's dispossessed by Ali Griffin. And she in turn was blocked by Laura Foley. Illegally, says the umpire. Pinder will take the free hit. She finds Maguire. Maguire finds Mackin. Orla Mackin down the right. Manages to find their teammate. McCready. McCready sends it back to Maguire. Maguire to Pinder. Pinder back to Maguire. Back to Maguire. And Mackin can't keep that in the field of play, and there'll be a sideline hit to Catholic Institute. Roisin Upton for Catholic Institute.
Have a look right. Corner.
Hannah Kelly coming up the right now for Catholic Institute. With Even Burke, who's dispossessed by Izzy Delamere. Amy K. Trevor.
No crash, Jenny.
Tori Wensley. Rachel O'Brien was fouled there. It'll be a free hit to Pembroke Wanderers to be taken by Amy K. Trevor. Amy K. Trevor finds Izzy Delamere. Izzy Delamere with Liam Maguire. Liam Maguire to Ellen Curran. Ellen Curran to Emily Beattie. Beattie has Mackin to her right, and that's the outlet she chooses. Mackin up the right wing, cuts inside, at the end line, inside the D, and it's a penalty corner to Pembroke Wanderers. Only the second penalty corner of the day, and this is a golden opportunity, as we said earlier. It's the most important set piece in this sport if you're new to the game of hockey, and a very, very important set piece for Pembroke Wanderers. As we're running out of time here in this final quarter, if Wanderers are to take this to a shootout, they're going to need to get an equaliser. Otherwise, the cup is on its way to Limerick. For the first time in its history. Aisling Nocton with the injection. Now, there are a number of penalty corner variations. We're about to see a second one here. Stopped by Curran. Hit by Mackin. Good save by Pamela Smithick. A very, very good save by the Catholic Institute goalkeeper. And when you've got a former international between your posts, you're always going to be okay. Amy K. Trevor to Liam Maguire. Maguire out to the right to Izzy Delamere. Delamere to Mackin. Mackin out to Jill Pinder on the right. Back to Delamere. And Hannah Kelly comes away with the ball there, but the umpire says it's a free to Pembroke Wanderers. So Catholic Institute have to weather another storm. Izzy Delamere with this free hit. Liam Maguire. Amy K. Trevor. Amy K. Trevor finds Ellen Curran. Ellen Curran inside the D to Rachel O'Brien. Rachel O'Brien is dispossessed. The ball was back with Rachel O'Brien. It hit a foot, and it's going to be a hit out to Catholic Institute. In the fourth quarter, with only a few minutes remaining, Roisin Upton comes away with the ball and wins a sideline hit for Catholic Institute. Laura Foley up the right now for Catholic Institute. Inside the D, Laura Foley looking for a teammate. Orla Mackin comes away with the ball for Pembroke. Laura Foley, great save by Buckley. That was a real chance there for the Limerick side to get a second goal of the game. Roisin Upton. Jenny Klein. Good play by Jenny Klein, but she's lost possession. But she's won herself a free. Just outside the D. She'll be looking for teammates inside the D to lay the ball off to. Laura Foley. Oh, and that was a great cross by Leah Cleary, just waiting for that one touch that could have stuck it in the net. And Pembroke come away with it in the form of Pinder. Gillian Pinder captain for the day and the season. Cut out by Klein. Jenny Klein. Jenny Klein, who's been absolutely superb for Catholic Institute today. Back to Upton. Roisin Upton looking for options out to her left and finds one. Catholic Institute now launching another attack. Leah Cleary not able to find a teammate. Ellen Curran comes away with it now for Pembroke Wanderers. She has Sally Campbell to her left. She has Ali Griffin to her right. She has Sinead Loughran just behind. And the ball has gone just to the right and wide. A real worthwhile effort there for Pembroke Wanderers. Going the wrong side of the upright. Upton with the ball, sends an aerial. Orla Mackin both wins and loses possession, but Loughran gets it back for Pembroke Wanderers. Loughran has it again. Liam Maguire finding Trevor. Trevor looking for Ali Griffin, but not succeeding in finding her. It was a sideline hit there for Institute. It's back now with O'Shea for Institute. Anna Horan has won a free hit, and one of her teammates is going to take it. It will be Christine O'Shea. O'Shea. Emma Ryan. Dispossessed. Sinead Loughran on the attack now for Pembroke Wanderers. Lisa for Ellen Curran. Ellen Curran's shot took a deflection into the D and just couldn't find Nocton. And it's gone out over the sideline. In the final moments now of this Irish Senior Cup Final 2022, the score is still Pembroke Wanderers 0, Catholic Institute 1. The goal coming in the 15th minute from Aoife Hickey. Naomi Carroll. Naomi Carroll inside the 23 of Pembroke Wanderers. Sends it across the field, where it's picked up by Michelle Barrett inside the D. Good save by Emma Buckley. It'll be a 23-metre hit. Emma Ryan with the hit. Back to Roisin Upton. Back to Christine O'Shea. There's an option out on the left wing. Christine O'Shea finds it. It's back with Roisin Upton. Cool heads under pressure now should be the order of the day for Catholic Institute. What we have, we hold. We're in Scanlon. And it's gone out over the sideline off a Pembroke Wanderers stick. It'll be a sideline hit to be taken by Scanlon. Scanlon surrounded by Pembroke Wanderers players, and it's another free hit to Catholic Institute. At this stage, every free hit, every 23-metre hit, they're almost as good as a goal with the time clock running down. Emma Ryan, Leah Maguire will take it out. And that was an infringement there.
Ladies, the keeper's going off. Let's sit up a little bit. Drop it, drop it.
And Pembroke Wanderers are playing with 11 outfield players. They have withdrawn goalkeeper Emma Buckley. That means they're going for it. I hate to be pessimistic from a Pembroke Wanderers point of view, but in my experience, that rarely succeeds in producing the result you want. But they might as well go for it now. Might as well be hanged for a sheep as a lamb, as they say. Ellen Curran with the free hit for Pembroke Wanderers, who now have an extra outfield player on the pitch. Pembroke Wanderers deep in the Institute territory. Ellen Curran, Rachel O'Brien, Jill Pinder's trying to get possession there from Hannah Kelly, and she's managed to get a free hit outside the semicircle. It's another hit outside the semicircle for Pembroke Wanderers, but the clock is the enemy at the moment. And a good block by Hannah Kelly results in another free hit to Pembroke Wanderers to be taken by Gillian Pinder. It's back with Leah Maguire. Leah Maguire, Daisy Delamere. The ball's ricocheting around the D. It's found Sinead Loughran. Loughran with the shot. And it just didn't get the touch it needed to go over the line. There's 3 minutes left, according to people with more knowledge of this stuff than me. The Irish Senior Cup could be on its way to Limerick for the first time in its history. Or can Pembroke Wanderers get a last gasp equaliser and force a shootout? And it seems to be a penalty corner for Pembroke Wanderers. This could be the last chance saloon. This could be the last opportunity to get that equaliser we mentioned earlier. Jill Pinder injecting. And the umpire wants it taken again, as the Institute players come off the line too quickly, so it'll be a retake. So this time Emmy-Kay Trevor is going to inject. Only 2 players back now for Pembroke Wanderers if this goes pear-shaped. And Maguire's shot went over the bar, off a Catholic Institute stick, and it's going to be another short corner. Elizabeth Ryan is going up into the Pembroke D in case an aerial is launched from a clearance. Emmy-Kay Trevor. Maguire. And that's the end of the game. Catholic Institute have made history here at Belfield by winning the Irish Senior Cup by 1-0. The Irish Senior Cup is on its way to Limerick for the first time in its history. The only goal of the game coming in the 15th minute from Aoife Hickey. So you've witnessed a bit of history here. Commiserations to Pembroke Wanderers. Congratulations to Catholic Institute. And this caps an extremely good season for the Limerick side, who came second in the league and were runners-up in the EY Champions Trophy as well. A fantastic season for Catholic Institute, crowned by this first Irish Senior Cup victory in their history in 2022. It hasn't been all a bad season at all for Pembroke Wanderers. They won the EY Championship trophy. They also won the regular season league. 2 trophies in the trophy cabinet. Not a bad haul from an excellent team this season. Congratulations, Catholic Institute. Commiserations, Pembroke Wanderers. I've been Declan Hughes. Thank you so much for joining us for the live streaming of the Senior Cup final. And we'll be back in a few minutes with a presentation.
take some water. There's water down there for you. Yeah.
So Declan, it's just like that, yeah. If you could just maybe give it a bit of commentary.
Yeah, I'll do a bit of commentary.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
And they don't stop him
Craig Casey. Plays for Munster. His friends are. Do I need to? Yeah, okay. Okay.
Ready when you are.
So, Naomi Carroll, after a historic first ever Irish Senior Cup win for Catholic Institute, how does it feel?
We are absolutely ecstatic. Do you know, we had a tough week. We played Pembroke last week. They beat us 4-1. We were devastated after it, but it just showed the quality in their side. They came out, they scored 2 goals in the first quarter, and they really put us under the pump last week. So we knew we really had to turn things around, and our mindset going into it was that we had to believe in ourselves, and we couldn't let that happen again. And we know if we kept it, if we could keep it 0-0 or score early, that we really were giving ourselves a much better chance. And to be honest, I'm just absolutely over the moon. It's been a really long season, and it's just absolutely incredible to finish it off in this high.
How do you park it? Like going from the 4-1 defeat and then turning it around so quickly. I mean, do you linger on it and kind of think about all the things that you try and learn from it, or do you try and wipe it away as quick as possible?
We looked at a lot of video and we saw that we ourselves made a lot of mistakes, which was something we knew we could try and rectify. And you know, they're incredibly quick. We knew the pace they had in midfield. We knew the quality they had in their defence and their flat stick tackling, and we knew we had to change what we did and bring our strengths forward and not play into their game plan. So we focused on that at the start of the week, and we just said that we'd go out and give it absolutely everything. We wanted to finish empty the tanks today was kind of our motto going into it.
I mean, could you ever dream this when you started the game with Catholic Institute? Obviously, they've never been in this realm of in any shape or form.
Yeah, we were only talking at training the other day. We were laughing at the start of the season, saying to our manager Brenda, like, book our flights for Europe. We were laughing about it, thinking, is it something that could possibly happen? And we thought, back ourselves, take it match by match, keep looking forward, only take it game by game. And I think after last week, we knew we had that belief. We were really disappointed with the performance that we had put in, and we didn't want to finish like that. So we knew if we gave it 100% today, it was going to be really tough, and it was going to come down to the very end of the game and the final whistle. And we're just absolutely delighted to finish on that high.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much. Thanks a million, and thanks for everything over the season.
Cheers.
Thanks a million.
May I just give you that?
They're going to come on.
I'll be back in 1 second. I'll jump over it anyway.